Wagwan everyone. So these are my custom settings for keeping the game at 60 frames per second and above, because I only have a 60 Hz monitor. So I don't need any more than 60. I've limit my frame rate to about 63, which I thought was recorded, but what's it called? MSI Afterburner for some reason wasn't recorded on the top left. So these are my settings for playing this game at 60. For the most part, except for when they zoom in on the character models, it seems to drop to around 30 to 40, and that's with VSync off, as you can see. I hope this helps for anyone with a R9 270X. Thanks for watching.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, this is a game that may be determined early, and they have made it clear that their focus is to limit mistakes and deliver the defensive and offensive performance they're capable of. And last year, it became clear that this Bulls team was transitioning from the Derrick Rose era to the Jimmy Butler era. If you were in charge of the Bulls, Shaq, how would you build this team around Butler?
Well, Butler isn't a guard that likes to dominate the ball like James Harden, so you can still have an elite player at the point to complement him. I might want more of a second threat to add to a second option, but Jimmy Butler, great direction to go into.
Well, I'm not from the school of thought of errors. I'm from the school of thought errors are built after the fact, not while they're there. Butler's defense is great. I would still build a defensive-minded basketball team. I do.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue hired midway through last season. First-time head coach, he played 11 seasons in the NBA and won 2 championships with the Lakers and spent 6+ seasons on the bench as an assistant coach. LeBron James said there's nothing that he hasn't seen. He's played for Phil Jackson.
Thanks, DA. Certainly a lot expected of everybody in Cleveland. These two teams both pretty fearsome on the glass.
Yeah, and the reason they are because they have guys who want to attack the glass. Second chance points are going to be huge in this game.
And they go in valuing the rebound. That's probably one of the first things that coaches put on their grease board.
No matter what you shoot, if you can get more possessions, you have a chance to win.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. And it's Irving at the 1 spot.
One of the best catch and shooting big men we've ever seen, Kevin Love.
Outside Rondo. Lopez a screen. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Misses in close. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. And with the Bulls, there are so many great moments to choose from. But in your view, Steve, what do you think is the defining moment for this Bulls franchise?
From a plan standpoint, you can't help but think of when Michael Jordan hit the game-winning shot to win the finals over Byron Russell. First title over the Lakers is right up there, too. But that one's the biggest one for me.
Now Wade following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And it's good for 2.
If you let Wade get the ball that deep, there really isn't anything you can do.
Outside Irving. We've played just over a minute here in the first. James against Butler. Clock at 6. LeBron kicks to Thompson. Lopez with the block. Rondo with it. Kicks to Butler. Gibson passes to Butler. Lopez sets a screen for Butler. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
Now, here is Irving. James outside. Steps back and shoots. Up again. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by 2. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
That quarter was all about ball movement and shooting. Lights out opening act from them.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got LeBron James, Mo Williams out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. Kept alive, Lopez, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
When Lopez starts going to work on you, sometimes fouling is your only option.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And the first one drops. And the Cavs back in 2014, bringing in LeBron and bringing in Kevin Love, arguably the best single-season upgrade at the position at that forward spot in NBA history.
It changed everything, but it hasn't all been smooth sailing. There's only one basketball. They're still developing their rapport on the floor, but I think their skills do complement each other.
Both free throws good from Lopez.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Jefferson on top. LeBron outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a player of LeBron's caliber is expected to be a leader. It's a role he's never shied away from, Steve, and certainly he has filled the bill.
Not at all. Coming out of high school, he's always been a leader. LeBron is someone who loves his teammates and wants to stay close to them. But at the end of the day, he's all about winning. He's not shy about telling his teammates what they have to do to get the W.
And he makes the first.
You know he's a perennial all-NBA first-teamer. But LeBron is also one of the league's top spokesmen.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And at times with these Cavaliers, Smitty, there have been some chemistry concerns, but while it hasn't boiled over, you do sense some friction from time to time.
Yeah, I think last season, you looked at the beginning of the season, they had some chemistry problems, but they got it together. Winning usually cures everything.
Cavaliers trailing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. They set the pick to the paint. Out to Shumpert from past the arc. Connects from three-point range. Shumpert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Chicago has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Valentine kicks to Lopez. Dishes it to Valentine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lopez outside. McDermott for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pass to Williams.